Hello, El Centro. Hope all is well. Here is my lesson plan for with digital literacy objectives. Here they are. So my objectives, students by the end of this lesson will identify vocab from a chapter and have command of the spell and grammar check. Students will receive an article from their mobile phone to gather information in the middle of a discussion. Students will use the comment feature on a word processing document. Students will use the basic annotation features of a smartboard. Students will acquire new vocabulary with a competitive typing exercise. Doesn't that sound like fun? Let's get to it. So this is the fancy schmancy DESI template. Isn't it glorious? Those are the MELP standards. Beautiful thing. So let's do this. All right, so the introduction, you have a slide with several activator questions and an image from a chapter. This is for level 5, long one for chapter 2. Students enter the room, they look at a political cartoon that they have already read about. Now, while students get together in groups, try to discuss these activator questions, several students will be given 20 minutes to turn in the work and join the discussion if they have not already done so. So it's a little bit of a grace period. Students who didn't quite finish their homework will have 20 minutes to just get it in, and they must get their work in on Google Classroom. So that's a digital skill as well that I didn't put in the lesson objectives, but I might. And once the class joins the group, they start to discuss each one of these questions. So that's a political cartoon from the Gilded Age, working class people holding up the rich in a raft during a flood. So those are the 3 questions. Students discuss what they think the questions are about, and then on their phones, they're given a ping to an article about that political cartoon, and they learn to scroll. Emphasize the word scroll up and down on their mobile phones to identify new information, the date, the author, the actual event. So this is a specific flood where wealthy people had a systematic advantage. So you could compare that to modern day environmental racism, whatever you want to call it. You can go crazy. So money talks in environmental disasters, that is nothing new. So that's what that story is about. But the whole idea is that students will be able to have a discussion, get a ping on their phone, pull their phone out of their pocket, put it on their desk, go to the article, identify what they're looking at, and still maintain a conversation with their friends. That's the skill. Not disappear in their phone to watch cat videos, but actually read information about what they're learning and continue the conversation. That's the MELP standard. There it is. So students will take their first break, give that 10 El Centro minutes, which is like, 45 regular minutes. And then students are put into groups and they start to learn to spell check. This is a document students will be given, a shared document with a ton of misspelled words and grammar mistakes. And they're going to be asked to work together to make comments. So they'll be asked to use the comment section on a shared document. Each group will make different comments, identify all of the mistakes, and it's from their textbook. It's a chapter. It's a chapter 11 of People's History of the United States, a paragraph written by Howard Zinn. I took the paragraph, put in all kinds of mistakes. Students will be able to compare their mistakes with the actual corrected document. That'll take another 45 minutes. Next exercise, we open up to the page in their textbook, but I have it displayed on the smartboard. Students are asked to walk up to the smartboard, insert the correct vocabulary words. That's the next skill of digital literacy, basic annotations on a smartboard. So they're asked to write on the board the correct words in the correct places. That was their homework. So They've learned the vocab, they read the article, they discuss, and we keep it moving. We wrap up after we'll have a second break. After the next break, we wrap up the class with an anagram exercise. They take the vocabulary words. This is a hyperlink to the exercise. It's a word wall video game I made. So they open up the game and they are asked to get the correct exercise as fast as they can. The correct word here is SHREWD, shrewd. So this is teaching typing and vocabulary acquisition at the same time. So there it is. That is the lesson.